Bayern Munich win over promoted Union Berlin by 2-1. So back to winning ways in the Bundesliga, temporarily back to the top of the table ahead of Sunday's games. Janusz, it wasn't all plain sailing despite the goals from Pavard and another from Robert Lewandowski. There were 2 penalties for Union. One was missed and one was converted.
Well, it hasn't been smooth sailing or good Bayern for a long time. Yeah, we hear about the transition, and obviously, sometimes you need time for that. But the win against Spurs in the Champions League was deceptive, and we know it right now. We looked at that game and said, wow, Bayern Munich, maybe they're on the way back. They're not. I mean, it's a rudderless ship. Niko Kovac is a good manager, but he's not a manager for Bayern Munich for me. They need a manager with a big name, as big as the club is, right? So if there's even the smallest chance for Jose Mourinho, we know that his preference will be probably Real Madrid, but if that doesn't happen, I go after him, because it is a big club. I think Jose Mourinho would see it as such. They have the money to spend, which we know that Jose Mourinho teams usually need, and they have Robert Lewandowski for as long as he's there, because you know what? If I'm Robert Lewandowski, look, he's scoring left and right. He's keeping this team alive right now. He's got more than half of the goals that Bayern Munich has scored right now. Just think about that. And again, he scored in this match a very important goal. He had one called back as well. So, I look at this and I say to myself, well, if you're going to change this, change it now. Because I look at the lineup of this team with all the players that may be missing, and you tell me, where's the quality? I look at this and I'm saying to myself, well, they didn't want Boateng. We know Niklas Zule is out. We know there's other players that are injured at the moment, right? But I'm looking at Coutinho. Not good enough for Barcelona. I'm looking at Thomas Muller. He's ready to leave. I'm looking at Kingsley Coman. I know he's been injured. He's got, 15 goals over the last 5 years with Bayern Munich. Juventus didn't see him. Paris Saint-Germain didn't see him. I know that players sometimes need a change of scenery and they come good. But you tell me, Perisic, end of his career at Inter, the only player I see is Manuel Neuer, Kimmich, and Lewandowski. Serge Gnabry, okay. You tell me that Serge Gnabry, Ross, and Kingsley Coman are going to come near what Robben and Ribéry were. I don't believe it. I don't think they're going to come anywhere near the level that those two have been. I want Bayern to be good, by the way. I know it's negative, but to me, Ross, Bayern Munich are a big name. When I think of Champions League in the past, and maybe even in the future, I'd always say, Bayern Munich. I mean, one of the favorites always. Not a chance.
It's one of the reasons, of course, that they were linked with Leroy Sané. They spent an awful lot of money in the summer in the defensive part of the team. I mean, Lucas Hernandez now out with the ankle problem. They couldn't select him. They won't be able to select him for a while going forward. They brought Coutinho in really sort of late in the window, because it was a financial deal that they could make, similar to what they did with James Rodriguez previously. Are you saying that the team lacks focus in the transfer market? Are you saying that they're not getting the right indications from the coach? He's not getting the best out of the players?
He is not, and I don't think he can. Look, I mean, as I've said, a big name. If you look at Jupp Heynckes, there's a reason that he's been back over and over and over again, and he's been successful. Pep Guardiola, maybe he has not won the Champions League, but I think had he stayed a little bit longer, he would have gotten done. So my point to you is, if Jose Mourinho, for example, maybe pipe dream, if Jose Mourinho comes in, I think he organizes that defense. Right now, even if Zule was there, even if Lucas Hernandez, we don't know that back four. You don't know where Lucas Hernandez is best. Fullback or center back. Pavard, same story. Zule, even if he's healthy, not quick enough for me, not at the level of the best teams in the world. So I think somebody like Mourinho comes in, organizes the defense, and then builds from there. And I don't think Niko Kovac is that man. So again, pipe dream possibly in terms of Jose Mourinho, but at the very least, I'd be on the phone to make sure that if there's any doubt that Jose Mourinho goes to Real Madrid, that he looks at Bayern Munich, one of the biggest clubs in the history of football, as a possibility. Heck, if Pep Guardiola thought it was a good destination, why couldn't Jose Mourinho? I would have loved that.
Okay, I'll go with you. Let's run with it. Jose Mourinho comes to Bayern Munich. He gets one transfer window in January. How much of a difference does he make to this team in the Champions League? Because, I'll ask you as well. Don't you think Kovac is going to win the Bundesliga with this team?
Maybe, maybe not. Leipzig are struggling at the moment, so is Dortmund. But that's not a question for me. How many years in a row can Bayern Munich be winning a Bundesliga? They're always going to do that. The biggest story for me is to get the club back amongst the best in Europe, right? So Jose Mourinho, I think, would come in and at least settle this team so there's no drama. So you don't lose at home to Hoffenheim. So you don't draw Augsburg of all teams, and you don't struggle against newly promoted Union Berlin, right? That's what the presence of Jose Mourinho, his tactical nous, would probably do. So yeah, he's not going to change that over the one transfer window. But I think sometimes Jose Mourinho and his presence and his name would be worthy of a club like Bayern Munich.
Okay, well, we'll see. He's certainly got Robert Lewandowski to work with if he comes in. Footnote to this, he's become a new record holder in the Bundesliga, scoring in the first 9 games of the season. He's got 19 goals now in Bayern's 14 games, only failing to score in 1 of them. They've got the German Cup in midweek against a lower league opposition in Bochum. They're struggling in Zweite Liga. We'll see if that's plain sailing for them. As it was, a hard-fought 3 points gets them back on the track and temporarily top of the German tree.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week, subscribe to ESPN+.